Welcome, guys. Auntie D is on. Happy Wednesday evening to everybody. Good evening, good evening. Where are you all? I'm here, guys. Where are you all? Auntie D is here. Tell them to come on. Come on. She's on. Don't see anybody coming on. Can start talking until. Oh, good night. Good evening. Somebody is on. How are you? As you come, touch the like button so we can acknowledge. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. One person is here. I'm still waiting for others to come. I'm keeping my promise. I said I'll be back by 9:30. 4 persons. Like up the live, man, guys. Touch the like button. As you come in, touch the like button. As you come on, touch the like button. And remember that you have to subscribe to Auntie D TV. And that you should remember to do what now? All my returning viewers. Auntie D TV is there waiting on you all. And as you come, wow, as you come on, touch the like button, guys. Touch the like button. Now, tonight we are going to touch a little on different things and how much we can help each other in learning. First things first. You don't have to be personal in what you. Hi, Joezia Martin. Hi, Joezia. Hi, how are you doing? Happy to have you. Like up the like the touch the like button, the finger with the pointing up. We have 24 persons, and I have not seen one person touch the up, touch the finger, man, to say that you're like the live. You like the live. Just touch it. So, guys, we thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Somebody trying to make me feel happy. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you. The evening is cool. Everybody is inside. Kristen Sampson. Hi. Hi, how are you, Kristen? Happy to have you. Happy to have you too, Joyce Martin. Happy to have you guys. And even those who are not here putting their names, they can still touch the like button. Happy to have you all. Happy to have you all on Auntie D TV. Now, Auntie D wants to encourage everybody that comes along to stick to Auntie D TV. Don't run away and leave it, man. Sometimes, thank you guys for liking the live, for touching the thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything, just to touch it, right? And some persons, they are not, no matter what we try to do, they don't share in any discussion. They pop in for a little couple seconds and they run gone, right? But we were always here. We'll remain. And when they come, we are still going to hug them and greet them nicely. All right. Now, I don't know if persons have had college education but I would assume persons here know. Hi, Sakin, Sagis, Kalakis, Kadi. I can't even say, but I'm happy to have you, Saki. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Just like up the, just touch the like button. Just touch the like, right? Guys, we are of different age group. Persons probably, probably, persons are, what is that now? Thank you very much, Christine. Thank you very much. I'm happy to have that here, Chris subscribe. And I hope that you get a chance to look at all the videos that I've posted and for the other videos that I will be putting up as time goes by. Thank you very much. Thank you too, Josiah Martin. Thank you. Thank you guys. No, what I was about to say is if persons are on the live and they thank you too, Josiah, and they have not had a formal education, meaning that they have not gone to school, they have never been to school, right? And they are struggling. Remember that it is not, you should not feel embarrassed. But what you should do, if you have never been to any formal school, no primary, no elementary, all you need to do, identify someone in your community or where you live. I don't know where some of you are living, but wherever you live, identify if there are any social programs, and then now you get onto them to find out where you could go to get a skill because we can't exist without having skilled persons, and not everybody will get to go to college or university, right? Some persons they develop skills by learning from another person, like an apprentice. And some persons really they do have to go to study, right? They do have to go to study. So to acquire that skill. No. So we establish the fact that you have not had a formal education, but you are existing. Your parents maybe they could not afford to send you. Thank you very much, guys, for liking the live. Beautiful. Maybe they could not send you to school as they would have wanted to, but maybe financially it was not possible. So we have to look at that too. However, if there are persons too who they have been to school, elementary or primary, back in the Caribbean we talk about primary education, and they have been to college or university, you'll find that those persons now they hardly stay or remain in the community that they are from. What they normally do is that because the community that they are from does not have the necessary resources to keep them, they tend to migrate. Some go to other communities nearby, some go further, some go to other countries, and they become immigrants there, right? They go because where they are living, they don't have the facilities to keep them. So you find that these persons now drain. They leave the community. The community becomes brain drain. They leave because they want a better life, and they're not able to. After spending so much money to study, they decide that they are not going back to where they are from. They are going elsewhere, right? So you can't blame them. We can't blame them. So I would encourage persons when Joseph Mitchell, hey, everyone, Jesus still loves you. Still, Jesus still lives. Yes, thank you very much, Joseph Mitchell, for those kind words. Kind words, they are real good, nice words. Thank you so much, right? So, as I was saying, so persons may not be able to do some of the things some of the time, right? Because they didn't get the help. So when they do come up now and they're able to, they move away from the community. They move away and go elsewhere. Thank you for liking up this. My screen looks so pretty. Guys, still touch the thumbs up button too, touch the thumbs up. Thank you. Right? So they move, they migrate and they move from the thank you. It is looking so pretty. So pretty. Right. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so I'm so happy. I wish they would just stay a little and share with us. Right. And the community now. They move away and they may get a wife or a husband or something from another community. Therefore, they start a family elsewhere. So where they are from, there's not much development because persons move away, right? They move away. So you find that some communities, you find that the educational level is not up to the standard, sorry, of what it should be, because persons become educated and they move away. They go elsewhere, right? They go elsewhere. They go elsewhere. And it is sad because they go with their skills. And some of us, some persons also, who they are, although their family or their parents were not able to give them a proper education, they have to struggle and help themselves to get that level of education they so desire, right? So I would encourage those persons, you are working, you're learning a skill, whether it be, I think they have a lot of community colleges around too. You have a skill, you maybe you like, if it's a male likes to do plumbing, electrical, fix air conditioning, heaters, washing machine, so many different things. Contractors, mason, carpenters, build furnitures. Those are skills that you have for life, right? So those persons now, they become manufacturers and they employ persons. But when you are able to get the proper training, everybody cannot be managers. Thank you for liking the program, giving me that thumbs up. I'm happy, right? And for those who are pretty up my screen, make it look nice. So those persons know, because they were not able to move up in life as quick as the others do, they take a longer time. And because they take a longer time, sometimes along the way, they get discouraged. They get discouraged and they chose not to stay, right? So you have to learn a skill. And then when they have their families now, they are going to expect and help them to make sure they have a college education, because to get a proper job now, people needs to have at least a basic college education. And a skill paid job is, to me, earns more money than an ordinary trained job. A teacher's job does not carry in as much money as the person who does the plumbing, fix electrical equipment, whether they be washers, dryers, air conditioning units, you name it, right? So those jobs are always in demand. They are always in demand. So persons are always. Do you have? I would have to go and check, Kristen. The last time I checked, I think it was 565. But I would have to go back and check. I cannot cut the live to go back and check it now. I will check it. Thank you. And thank you for being my subscriber. And you know what you do too? Guys, make sure you put the notification bell on all. So whenever I go live or I put a video, you are going to be the first ones to see it. Right? Okay. So I'm so happy now that Kristen Kristen has acknowledged. So Kristen has been to my channel. So Kristen has seen something. And Kristen, we can talk about anything, anytime. Whether it's a video that I've done some videos this evening, I have not put them out as yet. I hope to put them out tomorrow. I was so tired of today. And I said, let me go back and do another live. I promised to come on. And I'm promising myself that I'm going to promise you guys to do even 2 hours for the day. I'm trying, because I realize that persons wants me to come on more. Black Rose, I remember Black Rose was on. Was it today or yesterday? Black Rose, I remember Black Rose. Black Rose is a very unusual name. Thanks. Good night, Black Rose. Happy to have you. And I hope your day was wonderful too. Happy to have you, Black Rose. As you come on, guys, as you come on, just touch the thumbs up button so the algorithm really will show that persons were here watching. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we have to endeavor to uplift ourselves, upgrade ourselves, and never stay at one level in any job. If you're in a job and it's just the same level, the same thing, and you're not happy in it, there's no point in sitting around and moping and groping and griping and not doing anything. Because sometimes you're in a job, you're working, but you don't necessarily like the job. But because of that's what you're able to do, that's what you're able to get. Thank you. Thank you. Then that is why you do that. You understand? But if you're in a job and you don't like it and you see where you can upgrade yourself, don't sit idle and complacent and say you're not going any further. Upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself. And maybe that's where you're going to get the breakthrough when you're qualified and you're suitable for that position. But not upgrading yourself and sitting at the same level at the bottom and quarreling and getting miserable and angry is not going to help the situation. Mm-mm. Right? Not going to help the situation. So that's my encouragement to persons who have not had a formal. Yes, I hope your day was good too. Yes, my day was very, very good. And I'm happy to have you too, Black Rose. I don't know why you say Black Rose, but I guess all week this week everybody's wearing red. So I hope Black Rose not going to wear any Black Rose, because although I don't celebrate it, but I know if Black Rose somebody put up a Black Rose, it's going to give a signal. But whatever it is, Black Rose knows why he gives his name that name, right? Or it could be Rose Black too. It could be Rose Black. All right, Kristen. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's one thing I want to share. And the other thing too, person may not like this, but never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. Kristen, yes. Never give up on yourself. Right? Because too many times persons just stop, become stagnant. Whatever the situation, sometimes they are disappointed in a relationship. It did not work out the way they were expecting it to. Thank you for touching the thumbs up button. I'm very happy. Right? And they give up. Don't give up. Tell yourself you have another hurdle to go over. Because at the point of giving up, that's when your breakthrough. Many times when we give up, that's the point where we would have been successful. We would have been very successful. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. But we give up because we become discouraged. And sometimes we have some friends around us who they don't try to lift us up. They burden us with stresses and negativity. And then we become discouraged. Because they don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want you to go anywhere. So they come with a lot of negativity and you just give in. Maybe they are your friends. Some friends are so close, no matter what, they will not be separated. They will not be separated. But don't give in. Don't give in to anything that is negative. Alright? So I'm moving on. I realize I'm just left with one person. Persons are not even spending a good 3 minutes, and I'm here to spend 60 minutes. I'm here to spend a whole of 60 minutes, guys. And persons come 1 minute or half a second and run gone. Come on. Come on. Two persons come back. No, maybe they heard me. Maybe they were not very far away. Okay, so guys, those who are on, tell me, what would you want us to talk about tonight? I'm giving you the opportunity. I don't want to be the one who is coming, right, to throw things at you. You can give a point and then we can all address it. My screen looks so pretty. So pretty. So, so pretty. Okay. How many persons, while they are thinking about it, how many persons on the live can cook? How many persons on the live can cook? Go into the kitchen and cook a meal that somebody can eat it. Or you prefer to go and buy it at the restaurant. Or go out and eat it at the restaurant or wherever. Have you ever spent some time trying to learn to cook? nobody not saying anything. Respond, man, guys. How many have you ever tried? Anybody can say yes or no. Not really. Sometimes. Ever try to spend some time to prepare a meal for the family so the family can appreciate you more? Sometimes you need to do those things. It's all well and good, yes, to go out and eat out. I'm not against that. But there are times when we have responsibilities and we have to carefully count the costs of going out to eat. Thank you for giving me that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Or trying to stay home and everybody eat for a period of time because you're saving towards something. You ever thought of it like that? You're saving towards something, but you do not have a lot of money to go towards it. So what do? You try to cut back on some things so you can get to have enough cash in your hands. That's a wise idea. Wise idea. You want to buy well, I talk about cars, because most people are always buying cars. You want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, or something special, and your pay is not able to match up to it. You may be in a partner where you save. You may be, trying to see how much you can put away. But every time you keep going back into that little amount and use it. Every time, every time you keep going back to the little amount you're trying to put up and use it. No, what you have to tell yourself, you need to buy the car this year, 2025. Kirsten say, if I have, or if something dropped down, I would have to check, Kristen. I would have to check. I remember when I checked earlier this evening, about so many 8 o'clock or so, it was 5:65. So I have 5:68 now. Kristen, I'm so happy. You're building me up to be happy that when I go over there at the end of the live, I will be so excited to see some persons have come on. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for subscribing. And you can get your friends and other persons too and tell them how much Auntie D is here trying to help persons to do and become self-reliant and independent and make that and become an achiever. Because we all can become an achiever. But some persons are achievers at a higher level. But whatever it is, we still can become an achiever. Right? So you need to save, guys, to buy a car, a nice car. Maybe you had an old car driving for so long and you want something look really nice. And the bank is going to give you the money, but the interest is so high. What are you going to do? You have to cut back on some of the things that you are doing in order to have some money to cover those expenses. And when you get the money now and you cover the expense, you achieve what you want, then you can go and say, okay, I can treat myself now. I can treat my family. Maybe you did not buy a jug of ice cream for a long time. You can buy two. You can keep a party because you have achieved your goal. You set out to achieve the goal and you achieved it. Thank you for liking my live. Thank you for thumbs up. You understand me, guys? So I have been through the same thing when persons were dressing and dressing every month in. Persons get our pay. Persons gone to the store. And then I went to the market because I need to buy food. I need to have something to eat. I go to the store and I shop, buy food, buy groceries. I try to pay bills, but I could not attend to everything for myself at the same time. So some things I had to put on hold. I had to put on hold. And even to study, I put some things on hold because I want that money to study, to pay for my tuition. And today I am so happy I had done it then. Because now, if I was to do it now, I couldn't afford it. Because more responsibility set in and the cost of tuition is more. But there are persons who have not had a degree when I was doing mine. And It's like they didn't see the necessity of it. And I say it's going to become important. You have to get it. I know today some are just trying and they are getting discouraged because the brain slow down now. Because the brain was, when you were younger, the brain was ready. Do the course, man. Do it now. You have more energy. Now you're tired. Right? 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 So, those are things we have to bear in mind. Because when you start having families, having children, you have to put yourself on the back burner, mhm, and put them in front. Because you brought them here, you need to give them a good education. When they were where they were, you were supposed to be studying and get your degrees. So when you go and get them now, when you get them now, you should be ready now to give them all the attention, all the everything that you have to shower it on them, shower it all on them. So I don't see anybody giving me any saying anything. Four persons, few persons are on. Come on, guys, wherever you are, come on in. Unless some person do not have the notification, and the notification is working, they need to check it, man, to see when I'm on. I'm on my live. Some person pop in and they're gone. Okay, I'm going to do a game this evening. Or do you want us to do a game now? If you want to do a game, let me see your right game. Let me see your right game. We have four persons here. Let me see your right game. Not writing the word game, that means you do not want to do any game. Hey, Christian, I'm doing fine. I knew some time ago a little young lady by the name of Kristen. And I have not heard or seen her in quite a number of years now. I don't know if it's the same person. Kristen. If it's she will know it's me. If she say, I know you, then I'm going to know it's the same Kristen. But until she does that, I'm not going to know. Because I'm not familiar with the last name that she has there now. Kristen, are you the same Kristen that we know each other? If it's you, you say yes. But I doubt it. I think it's another Kristen. I think it's another Kristen. I think it's another Kristen guy. I'm doing fine, Kristen. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, Kristen. For some reason, I think it's the same Kristen. But we'll know in time if it's the same Kristen or not. Maybe it's not the same person. Yes, guys. Oh, it's here again. Mm, mm, mm. We have gone into the first half an hour. We are about to enter the second half an hour now. The second half an hour. I asked the question how many persons like to cook, and I didn't see anybody responded. What do you like to do? Black Rose, no, I am not in England. I'm in the USA. I'm not in England. Are you in England, Black Rose? Here it's cold. Oh, we are getting snow tonight. By tomorrow, we're going to get snow all night tonight into tomorrow. I'm supposed to go to work tomorrow, but I don't know it's going to work because the snowstorm is going to be high in the afternoon, and we are supposed to be getting some rain. So, and it's going to have some ice with it. I don't know if it's not going to be good. Then I would have to stay home. But I would love to go out tomorrow. I have a number of things to do. Okay, okay, Kristen. Nice having you. Hope to see you another time. Oh, Black Rose is in USA too. Another time, Kristen, you can always feel free to come by Auntie D TV and you can comment, like, and share. We are here to share, to love each other, and to grow with each other. Okay. I'm not in England. Okay, Kristen. See you another time. Happy to have you. Okay. Bye, Kristen. Come again, Kristen. Okay. Okay. Kristen is gone now. Okay, now, guys. We're into our second half an hour. I'm going to spend an hour with you. So, an hour with you. Nobody seems to not liking to cook. What do you like? What do you guys like to do? Let me put it in the comments and let me see. What are your favorite pastimes? Are you just sleep? Some people just sleep. Do you just sleep, sleep, sleep? What is your favorite pastime? I don't want to assume. Tell me what is your favorite pastime, and I'm going to give you a story about somebody's pastime. People who like to sleep will always end up sleeping too much, and especially when they are traveling in public transportation and chose to sleep, that's one of the worst things they can do. Oh, Black Rose said, I love to cook. What do you like to cook, Black Rose? Because you're the only person who responded. Maybe somebody else will respond after you respond. What do you love to cook? Okay, as I was, you think about it. All right. Now, um, I remember somebody was traveling in a public transportation, to be exact, in a taxi. And that person always sleep, lean back and sleep. And you know, when the taxi, the person should come off at their stop. The person sleep, pass his stop, and a couple miles, about some 4 or 5 miles further, right? When the person realized and stop, realized that he passed. And he had to take, luckily, he didn't have any fear neither, but somebody knew him and could pay again to get him to go home. Else he would have to walk about 5 miles. So guys, when you're traveling in any public transportation, even if it's your vehicle but you're not the one driving, don't sleep too much. Try to be awake. Because once one person starts sleeping, the entire vehicle, everybody in the vehicle will want to sleep. Everybody will want to sleep. And it would not be good for you. Because if the driver may become sleepy. Many times persons are sleeping and they are sitting beside the driver and okay, Black Rose, you cook any meal, especially Caribbean. Yeah. That means Black Rose, are you from the Caribbean? You like Caribbean food? You cook spicy food? You cook spicy food? I like to cook too, Black Rose. That's one of my favorite pastimes. I like to cook and I like to bake. I baked a pudding yesterday, and the pudding is today. Right at this moment, there's none. It's finished. It was just an ordinary. I didn't even have much things to put in it, but I said I wanted my own pastry. And it was a cornmeal pudding with the gravy on the top. And it just went like that. You know, I like to do my own thing. I enjoy it more because I am seeing what is happening. And some people are not doing the thing the right way. They're not doing it the right way. So just do what their mind tells them to do. And they put on all type of thing in it, and you don't know what you're buying, you're paying for. And meat to eat out is very expensive now. At one time though, when I was younger, I always want to go out and eat. As I get this slightest opportunity, go and buy the food and even bring it back home to eat. But then after a while, you change. Yeah, I know we Caribbean people love spicy food because the seasonings up here are different, different. And even the pepper that you put in the pot, it's not that spicy. But we have to just appreciate it. We have to appreciate it. So Black Rose likes to cook, and Auntie D likes to cook. And the other person, they don't like to do anything. I think they like to sleep, or they like to walk. Some people like to walk. They will be walking places and going to and fro. Walking, 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 but not doing anything constructive, right? And when persons walk a lot, most times they get themselves into trouble because they're not focused. They're just about moving up and down. And maybe not, well, not all the while they get into trouble, but sometimes it's not constructive what they're moving about to do, and they end up into difficulties. And Black Rose likes to cook. I think Black Rose seems to be somebody who knows about the kitchen very well. So when he cooks, everybody gathers. Everybody, everybody that is nearby him knows that Black Rose is in the kitchen. So the dinner is going to be shocking. Right, Black Rose? Yeah, man, I know that. Tell me, guys, what do you think about Usain Bolt? Let me make another. I try to touch different topics as we go along. What do you think about Usain Bolt thinking that he should be made a national hero? What are your views on it? He thinks he should be made into a national hero. I think he's right. Both Usain and Bob Marley have contributed greatly to Jamaica's economy, to be exact. And the highest recognition can be given to them. But Usain is thinking that he thinks he will be made a national hero, but it will not be in his lifetime. I don't know why he's gone ahead to think that it will not be in his lifetime, because we don't really have heroes that are alive and be given hero. I remember one situation with Sir Alexander Bustamante. He was made a hero before he died. Before he died. And he was very old and feeble at the time. But he had, thank you for liking my screen, make it pretty. He would have, he had made a lot of contribution to Jamaica. Thank you guys for liking up the screen and that. When they touch the thumbs up button too, right? And so they order him to him. So Usain Bolt, he has done greatly. And I think, but when I look at it, it's 44 years since Bob Marley died. That's what it was realized last week when they had the Grammy. 44 years since he died. And he's not yet a hero. And I heard at one point they were talking about it, and then no, I've not been hearing anything for quite a while now. Right? So if it's now 44 years and Bob Marley has died and is not yet a hero, when and Hussein is still alive, is a young man, when would Hussein be made a hero if he's expected to get that? Right? Okay, Christian. When would you expect to become a hero? I have no problem in him getting to be a hero, but he's thinking of the when he passed this life, right? When he passed his life, he's thinking of being made a hero. I wouldn't even be thinking about it to know. Whatever they have to give, they say must don't scatter roses when the person is gone. Whatever you have to give someone, give it to them when they're alive. When they are alive. Because he may have it in his head that he believes he's going to be made a hero. And he may never, right? He may never. Because with this thing going on with him now, he lost some 12.8 billion US, and nothing is coming forth as if he's going to get it back. So I don't know if he's using that to soothe his mind, why he's not, going after it more seriously, aggressively. So he tells himself that he believes he's going to be made into a hero. But for me, as I said, don't scatter roses. Give them to me while I'm here. Acknowledge me while I'm here. Don't wait until I'm gone, because when I'm gone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, we knew he went, he ran, he was a world champion, which is, it couldn't have been any higher. He was the world's champion more than one occasion, 100 meters and I think 200 meters. And what pulls him out is that he got this foot problem. I think it's a hamstring, something there. And when I saw him on the field running, and the thing hit him, I said, "What is this?" And he tried to push, and he couldn't make it. And he knew then that his track and field days were over. That was when he realized those days were over, right? And it is still sad because he should have he shouldn't be in a position now to think that those are supposed to be words coming from other persons throwing at him. I think you should be made, it should be a thing being talked about among everybody and everybody's lips. But maybe nothing is being said, so he has to say it. He has to say it for himself because he's not hearing it being said. So he has to come. He has to, yeah, it's true. I'm not telling any lies on him. Because I remember the days when he used to run, when it was Olympics. I, I mean, you would not be tired. Once you hear the name that he's going to be in a particular race, everybody stop what they're doing at that time and wait. So if the race is going to be at 2 o'clock, everybody prepare from before 2 o'clock so they can get a good frame mind of to see everything from he was going to line up. And he ran, and it's like Jamaica, I remember, was so, like everybody was so, nothing happened. I mean, everybody was so tense. And they said, I hope him win, because they put him to run with some other persons who were as well champions too. And he ran, right? And he won. And when he drove back and said, to the world, everybody, to the world, what happened? And now it's the same person now, to the world. It's just as if I felt sad when I read what he had said, because to me, I don't think it should be coming from him, but he has to speak. He has to say it. That's his truth. He has to speak his truth. And, to me, I felt bad because I believe the days when he was running and it's just, everybody want, even you got us in the classroom, children, teacher, I want to run like you said. You saying, both coming, man. When you have sports day at school and the children running, both coming down the road. Because the children, they emulated him. And now he's the one to be talking. That he thinks when he leaves this life, he's gonna be made a hero. I was so concerned, which tells me that he's not happy because he knew he had done well, and at the end of it now, he's it's like he's having thoughts after thoughts to console himself. But as I said, whatever you do today, it can come back tomorrow. Some people call it karma, you know. But I know he was a good runner. He was a great runner. He was a strong runner. But misfortune, you know, happens to him. And I'm happy that he was not in any way insane or anything because what he lost, I don't own those things. The value. So if a person should go down the street now and have $100, $100 US, and lose it, that person is not going to be happy, you know. Not going to be happy. Much more, so much money, and doesn't know when or how or what condition he's going to get it back. He doesn't know. So he may just become somebody who just like to give up what you have on your mind, say what you have to say, and then put it behind. But sometimes you have to speak your truth and then leave it there and move on. And then they have a saying that today you don't see tomorrow. And I said, today is yours, tomorrow is mine. Right? That's why when I read it today, I was a bit concerned, but but that's life. When somebody is down, you lift them up. Lift them up. Good thing that he could have passed off. He could have gotten a heart attack. Something could have happened and caused him to be not among us anymore. And he's spared that he can still talk and say what he thinks. Who knows? Maybe he can become an hero, a national hero. Look at what happened to Marcus Garvey earlier. When was it? In January, when the former president, Mr. Biden, pardoned Marcus Garvey. And Marcus Garvey died many years ago. Because they are looking at what the reason why they had put him in prison up here, they are looking at it now as like it should never have happened. But it did happen. And he did serve his time. And he was sent out. But now his bones are dry. I would even say dry, gone. I don't think anything is there now. Because it's been a long time. It's been many years. And still yet, he was granted pardon. He was granted pardon. Maybe he would have been happy if it was granted to him at the time when the situation had caused him to be put into lockup, and to be locked away. But it didn't happen. Sometimes some things takes time. As people say, time is a master. You can't run ahead of time. No matter what you do, you cannot run ahead of time. You cannot beat time. Time beats you. Because when you're gone out of this lifetime, it's still going on. It's still going on. And then I'm going to go into my final point now with you guys. Because nobody not saying anything. Only Black Rose once said he likes to cook. And he likes to cook Caribbean food, spicy food. And other person not saying anything. You guys want to ask me a question? Write a question so I can answer you now. Then I leave it out for you. Just ordinary questions. I think it was Black Rose who had asked me if I was in England. I'm not in England, Black Rose. So that answered that question. That answered that. Come on, guys. We have 10 minutes, about 15 minutes more. What I realize, sometimes when we're about to leave, that's the time I see persons coming on, and it forces me to stay on a little longer because I don't want to leave them. So tell me what you're thinking now. Come out with those questions that you have in your mind that you want to ask Auntie D. Come out, man. Come out with those questions. Auntie D is waiting patiently. Waiting patiently to hear you ask those questions. Three persons are there. Black Rose. Yes, Black Rose. I retired from the classroom. I gave up classroom. But I like teaching. If I was to go back and do anything else, you would have realized it, If I'm to go back and do another profession, I have more than one. Yes, but I like being a teacher. I like it very much. I like to help people. I like to help people. Come and look and see, persons need help and cannot help them. The culture here is different. It's total adjustment, you know. Black Rose, are you a teacher, Black Rose? I'm not teaching up here though. I'm not teaching up here. I am not teaching up here. Yeah, Black Rose, I am not teaching up here. I know that you'd have asked me. I know you'd have asked me a question. Kristen not asking me anything. Maybe she's gone. She pops in and pops out. Thank you, Kristen. She could. Okay, you're not a teacher. Okay. I was a teacher some time ago. I'm not a teacher now too. But I like being a teacher. I was a teacher in the classroom, and I was also a teacher at church in Sabbath school because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I would say as much. So I've had experience teaching small kindergartens, primary, juniors, teenagers, adults, different level. So I don't know if I hope I'm not coming on as a teacher on Auntie D TV. I hope I don't want anybody feel like here comes the teacher again. Here comes the teacher again. I don't want anybody to feel that I'm putting it, but it's like I try to hide it at times, keep it quiet. I don't go about advertising it, but there are times by the time I open my mouth to say something, they would ask me, "Are you a teacher? Were you a teacher?" And I never can say no. When I was not a teacher, they would ask me, "Are you a police? Are you a police?" So people cannot put it according to what they view you as. But once when I actually got myself trained to be in the classroom, wherever I go, that's always a question being asked. And I can't tell any lie, but I have not been in the classroom for a few years now. I'm doing different things now. And at the same time, while I'm doing YouTube, I try to motivate persons to another level so they don't have to sit at the bottom line waiting on anyone to make their move. They can motivate themselves, build their self esteem, and aim for the highest. The sky is the limit for anybody. The sky is the limit. Don't ever tell yourself that you cannot achieve. Once you're alive, you can achieve. You can become an achiever. They are going away now. Maybe they are tired of hearing me now talking. I'm not going to tell them again that I'm a teacher because maybe they will say, "Oh, that's why she talks so much." You guys not talking back. Black Rose, the only one right now is asking me. I tell them to ask me any question, but as long as it's not rude and it's tolerable, I will respond. Come on, guys. We have a few minutes to go. Few minutes to go. We have less than 10 minutes to go. And I think 4 minutes would have been the exact, but I'm giving you a little broad on it. I said I'll give you an hour, and I'm giving you a little more than the hour. I'm not so exact. But roll in the questions. Roll in, roll in, roll in, roll in. Thank you very much, Black Rose. For some reason, I believe it's not Black Rose. I think it's Rose Black, you know. And Black Rose put it there. Anyway, thank you for the comment. For giving me that nice, pleasant comment. Yeah, I can't. I try to build my life where somebody must be encouraged, you know, motivate somebody. I remember one day I was doing a live a couple weeks ago and I was singing a Bob Marley song, trying to get persons. And I did not remember some of the words in the song, And I had to put some words that I think should be there. You wouldn't want to hear me singing One Heart, One Love. And Cold Ground was my bed last night. Sometimes they have to, and they laugh. They give me all sorts of laughing emoji. It was interesting though. And today's live was very interesting too. And yesterday, I have to try to do the live. This morning, I had to leave here before 10 or somewhere near 10. So I know I couldn't do it in the morning. So when I got back, yeah, I tried. And then I said I will have to come back again before, you know, because I want to do it for 2 different hours. To do it 2 straight hours is too long. You guys are going to run away and leave me alone. So I said I'll give it in 1 hour parts. So I hope I would have motivated somebody. And if somebody feels discouraged, like they can't bother, they want to give up on life. No, 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 no bother with that. No bother with that at all. Just think again and say, I can do something. And remember this Bible verse? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Right? So you can do anything once you ask the Lord to give you the strength. Right? You can do it. You need to get a job. You need to get up off your laurels and go and do something. You're sleeping too much. You need to get out of the bed. The time is cold, but you need to get out. You need to go and get something to do. Find a job. Go and do some further studies. There are too many things that people can do. And at the end of the day, they can feel that they have done something, feel satisfied. Just get up and eat, sleep, eat, sleep. Make your contribution to society. So society will miss you when you're not around. Right? You cannot go around pleasing people, but you can reach somebody, help them change their lives, and make them into a better person. Right? Make them into a better person so that they will see themselves becoming role models for others. Because if you don't see yourself becoming a role model in what you're doing, you'll be a role model, but maybe it will be negative in another person's interest. So you're not building the person positively. the person might see you building them negatively. You don't want to build no negativity. No negativity around here. No negativity at all. One good positive thinking and lift up the thing. You can cook, cook. You're in the home. You can tidy the house nicely. Do that. You can cook, cook. I'm not telling you to take over the kitchen, but show that you can contribute. You have some value. Don't let anybody see you as a lazy person. Mm-mm. Because a lazy person, nobody wants them around them. And there was saying when I was back home, when I was younger, they say lazy crab cannot get fat because the lazy crab will not come out of its hole and go and look food. It stay in the hole. So if you're lazy, you cannot get fat. You cannot get anything to eat. Right, guys? So, two persons are still there. Black Rose and Kristen and whoever else is there. Happy to have you guys on tonight. I hope you'll have a restful night. And wherever you are, you'll have a very grand and beautiful day tomorrow. We are going to be having storm. Storm will be coming from down. So someplace like that. Alabama, we are coming up. So we are going to have some effect of it tonight. I didn't even look up, when I looked outside about somewhere after 7, I didn't see any snow. But I felt the place feel, yes, so the place was dry. Yeah, that dry feeling, and the road was white. So it's dry. So they said we're going to get some ice with it and rain. So God be with us. Some of us will have to go tomorrow. Some of us have to go to work. I don't know if they're going to have school just the same because they didn't have school on Monday. It was Monday. I remember one day. I think it was Monday. They didn't have school because of the weather. One day last week, rather. Yeah. One day last week. So, let me hope everybody have a good night again. And I'm happy to have you all. Now, you see, when I'm about to leave, person's coming on. They're just coming on, guys. I'm sorry. Just like up that. Just touch the thumbs up button. And be on tomorrow. I hope that we can be on about maybe about 10, 10, 11 thereabouts. Because I have to leave out for work in the afternoon if it is good weather. But if it's bad weather, I will not be able to go. Because they want it, once it starts to become icy, they don't want it to be on the road. And I don't want to be caught in the snow, in the storm. So guys, have a good evening. Keep safe, keep warm, wherever you are. Remember, Auntie D loves you. You can go to the channel, Auntie D TV. You can subscribe, you can like the video, you can share the video, share. And remember to set that notification bell so that when Auntie D goes live or whenever she puts out a video, you are the first one to see and to hear. Again, good evening, rest well, all the best. Bye-bye. Love is the word, guys.